Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. I hope you're having a good day. I'm not having so great of a day. The catch on my door didn't, huh. The catch on my door didn't fully snag. So when someone left the house this morning, the door swung open, and by the time I went out to get my coffee, cats and dog had already gone out. Luckily, two of the cats and the dog came in very easily. The first cat was just laying on the porch with the elderly dog, and I just told them to get their ass inside, and they did. The second cat was just rolling around in the dirt, and now she's all dirty. But the third cat, unfortunately, decided it wanted to run away. So I set out its litter box so that it can smell its way home, and hopefully he'll get hungry and come home. Anyway, the build we are running today is a classic Bull-gryn build. We got the Slab Shield with Thunder Strike and Confidence Strike. We also have the Adhesive Charge. Mach 4 Rumbler with Adhesive Charge and Shattering Impact. There's that Mach 6. That's Mach 6. Talents, we have Heavyweight, Smash 'em, Big Friendly Grenade, Soften them up, Pumped up, Indomitable, Stomping Boots, Trample. Then we have Slam, Batter, Strike True, Bone Breakers, Frenzied Blow, Delight and Destruction, Dominate, Heavy Hitter, Unstoppable, Impactful, Getting Started, Attention Seeker, No Pushover, Bruiser, and Get Stuck In. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty, and we're in. Instagram's been pissing me off lately, gang. I'll tell you why. Hello, Bogsarm. So, we all know that with Instagram Reels, there are thirst traps. With any social media, I have no problem with thirst traps. I usually use Instagram Reels for memes, and occasionally like world news whenever something big happens. You know, you'll see you'll see like a bunch of news people reporting on it. But generally, I'm there for like memes. I browse it for a few, and then I turn it off. And occasionally, I get fed a thirst trap, and hey, I'm not gonna say no to looking at a beautiful lady. All right? Like, oh, what? Am I supposed to be led to water and not drink it? Anyway, recently, there was a couple that was like, man, something's off about this. Uncanny Valley is pinging. It was like, maybe it's just the filter. Because sometimes the filters they use, it's just like, okay, yeah, you just look a little weird because you're using a filter. Then I saw one, and it was like, it was like doing a weird, like, before and after pregnancy thing. And the whole thing was that her chest grew bigger, which happens with pregnancy. But the size was so impossible that I was like, oh boy. So I checked it. Yep, completely AI. And then I scrolled, and I was like, oh, boo. Don't recommend. Move past. Got another one. It's an AI again. But this time, it's a blonde, 18-year-old blonde, like, goth chick. Like, boo. Gross. Move on. Don't like AI. Then I see an A is essentially the same thing, but like an Asian one. It's like, what's happening? Like, these three accounts have millions, or not millions, but hundreds of thousands of followers. I'm assuming a good portion of those are botted, judging by some of the comments. But what really baffled me is that all three of them were doing the same thing. Like, an ex-Catholic or like a Catholic goth girlfriend, but one of them is just like, one's a MILF, one's barely legal, and one's Asian. I'm like, damn, we're really hitting all the fetishes here. And what made me feel really bad was the people who clearly have no clue what AI can do and falling for it. Like this commenters generally just thirsting over what they believe to be as a real woman. But alas, 'tis not. I was gonna say there's a heretic idol there. How do you get that? But luckily my grenade did the problem for me. Yeah, I have no problem with thirst traps. I have a problem with fake thirst traps. Also, there's some thirst traps that made me like legit annoyed by real people, and it was like how society wants me to dress or whatever. And it was just a girl in like pants and a shirt, right? You know, it's very, very generic girl in shirt look. And then it's like versus how you want to dress, and it was her in like a I don't know if their sundress has been like the typical like trad wife dress that you see around. And I'm like, you can, and had it been like some outrageous outfit, like a cosplay or something, I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense, but no. You can dress like that today. Your illogical declaration of your desire to wear something, even though you're completely allowed to wear it, because it's arguably more modest than what you were wearing in the previous slide of this video, has enraged me. And now it will be scrolling away enraged. Look, if I ended up being on the spectrum because of that, I wouldn't be surprised. That's just one of those things where, like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Captain Burger on Ceta. Me explaining heresy to an American. So imagine a burger. I don't know, maybe you just didn't know. Oh god. Rannick. In my head I was like, Rollo? Malo? Renala? That's not it. I don't know if you can destroy those with bullets, but... So, not to get a little political, but the girls are fighting. Part of Pride Month is always having a messy gay breakup, and Elon and Trump are... Woo. Now, I won't go too deep into it because it's politics and, you know, no one, you know. But I'm just saying, if you're interested, go to their Twitters. They're It's crazy. Oh yeah, speaking of, completely unrelated. Also, no clue where this boss is. I think he's stuck somewhere. The State of Play happened, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was one of Sony's best State of Plays, and that seemed to be a common thought among like people who play video games, that it was a really good State of Play. Probably better than like most of Sony's in a long time. Oh my. Oh, thank God that dog missed. And it was like, so many people were like acting like it was saying like it was not like Jeff Keighley put up a poll and being like, oh, how would you rate this year's Sony State of Play, which is something that he does, obviously, as being a guy who's involved in the game industry and being like someone who Summer Games Fest is happening tomorrow. Ow. Well, hopefully I don't get knocked by these gunners. A bunch of people voted D, like the majority on the vote was D. No, I thought it was like at least an A, if not an S. Anyway, and it's just like made me think like, because all this stuff was like super interesting. Is it because there wasn't any games with a gun or a ball in it? Like I have to think like the people like upset at it aren't people who play video games like beyond like FIFA or Call of Duty. Like we had a bunch of new IPs. We got a new Silent Hill game, a new Marvel fighting game made by Arxis. You know, and let's not sit here and pretend like Guilty Gear and Fighter Z aren't incredibly popular games. So I generally wonder what the problem is. I guess maybe it's like there was no like new recognizable games beyond Silent Hill and I guess Neo, but like surely it's not that, right? The one I'm looking forward to most is Remnant of the Seas. I'm interested in how that one's going to go. However, I would consider it this State of Play an S had it not had the new Thief installment be VR. I've said my opinion on VR games a million times. I dislike them generally. I don't mind if a game has VR capability. I just don't like it when games are made for a VR only audience, because I love the Thief games, and not being able to play it because I can't play VR because I will get motion sick like bad, but also like You know? Punch. Hello. But yeah, that's the only downside. Very excited to see what's in Summer Games Fest. I will also be co-streaming that. Actually, it's gonna be. I'll be co-streaming it the day of I'm uploading this. So that's gonna be fun. I always love watching that stuff. Shame no Bloodborne, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting there to be because I don't know. Jesus was crucified a long time ago, so I don't know. I don't know. Am I going to be able to complete this event? I mean, I guess if I lock in, yeah, I could. It's just I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring Night Rain and stuff, so. Oh, I will say I had a very I was fighting the Gaping Dragon, and it was just with 2 randos, but one of the randos left, so it was just me and the Guardian. Should I have grabbed that? Probably not, but I wasn't paying attention. And if that third person was there, we absolutely would have beat it. But we got it down to like a quarter HP. The Gaping Dragon. He was poisoned. I was playing Wild, and he was playing Guardian. I had a short bow that had the rapid fire ability, where like you use a little bit of mana to enter a mode where you just like can like rapid fire the arrows. Essentially like turning the bow automatic. And it was poisoned, it was getting chipped down, it was so low. And unfortunately my Guardian got downed. I didn't have ult at the I didn't have ult. So I couldn't just ult him to res him. And so I was just beating on him with my greatswords. I was using a bow most of the time, but I had a greatsword in my other hand I can swap to when that kind of stuff would be needed. And unfortunately, he got the bar was completely gray, but it was at that like thing where you just need 1 HP, essentially like 1 HP on the bar. And just before my sword hit, I got grabbed. I was so sad. I didn't have cheat death up because I got smacked by something earlier. I was so sad. Boom. You know, I've seen some people run the bleed with sticky adhesive charge, but I think applying the brittleness on direct hit might be better. Because the bleed damage is nice, but I think the brittleness is just generally more effective overall. Whew. Alrighty.
The translation isn't entirely complete, but in a general sense. What did it say?
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
Ooh. Thank God I didn't hit that, otherwise I would have exploded and taken damage. Man, I don't even know what to expect at the state of play. Or not the state of play, the Summer Games Fest. Usually that's all like new games, and then there's the indie game show afterward.
I have been outplayed.
I mean, obviously expect a bunch of indie games. That's all I can really expect.
Recriminations can
Probably some trailers for some existing games, like some final trailers. No clue otherwise what could be there. I don't know if I doubt the RBDs will be there because Warhammer Skulls already happened and that's the event. Oh, you know what? Cyberpunk news. That's like, I'm predicting some Cyberpunk news. Be it anime update news or maybe a title for the new game. Or even just because I know that there's another Cyberpunk update coming out soon for like 2077. So maybe that'll be announced. Maybe it's a big one. CD Projekt Red be like, yeah, we're done updating Cyberpunk. Like what, 10 updates ago or something? Look, Cyberpunk, I was a defender from day one, and I'm glad that my devotion has been rewarded. Because I love that game so much. It almost might be time for another playthrough is what I'm saying. Although I have a hard time replaying games like that, not because of like, oh, I know the story or whatever, but like, I'm attached to the characters, so like, I don't want to have to like re-earn Judy's love because she already loves me, type shit. Well, she loves V, she doesn't love me. Fortunately, I don't have the type of equipment she prefers. And she's also not real. Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me! Little Star Wars, Force Awakens humor for you. Or not Force Awakens, Force Unleashed. Ooh. About halfway through the event. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me if I beat the event or not, as much as I'd love to. I just did not play enough Darktide is all. It is what it is. Sorry about that, had to mute real quick. Woo. Sorry, I had a little bit of a burp there. Sorry if you got picked up on the mic. I'm drinking some sparkling water. Holy retribution, and it's just a little guy. There's only like, what, 2 chaos spawn ritual things? 1? 2? No, 2. Definitely 2. Right? I'm not crazy? Am I remembering a made-up one? I'm only actually remembering 1. I think there might have only been 1. Ooh. Haven't had an actual reason to use my grenade yet. I just kind of threw it at one time and killed 2 shotgunners. It's grapefruit flavored. Got him.
Recrimination's enough to last a lifetime.
What the dog doing? You know, good enough time as any. Medge Doom. Alrighty. Whew. Punch. I mean, in Wolfer's defense, not to defend a heretic, but had admonition not like tied his hands at the start of the mission by being like, oh no, the cathedral must be guarded, you could have been like, you might have been able to kill us, you know? Is there really only one Chaos Spawn Tower this run? Sad day. Oh well. One's better than none, or whatever. I mean, I wasn't aware Mercy was on the table for heretics, so I was just rocking with that sort of sentiment from the get-go. Type shit. Oh, hello, dog. They've definitely made the captains more chatty. Little chatty Cathies. Torgus the Unmade and Heimsel the Torn. I'm sorry that you're torn. Where are you torn? Hamstring, Achilles. Whew. Ow. Excuse you. Thank God he missed that overhead. That would have hurt. I thought I was launching in the wall for a second there. My game did not like me clicking all these skulls for a second there. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. I was gonna say there's a scav trapper in here somewhere, and lo and behold. Hello. Just gonna bolt charge it so I tank it faster. Oh, I didn't shove that dog in time. Fucked up world. I was really hoping there'd be a grenade in that box. That would have made my day. Bad gunners, no gunning. Very rude. You leave cheese alone. Oh my god, there's another one. Bad gunners, no gunning. So these is where all the damn towers were. They're all at the end. Oh, the chaos spawn. I thought that was a mutant. It's the chaos spawn grabbing my buddy over there. It's like, man, you got trapped by the chaos spawn for an extended period of time. Me, I'm having the grenade. Nice shoot. Alrighty. Throne's name are they attempting?
Whatever the cult intends, those stims are clearly part of it. Strike team, silence please, now.
Okay, I'll leave since you asked so kindly. Ow. I was gonna say, bad damn time. Can I hit this guy from here? I doubt it. That's a bit of a stretch. Huh. Ow. Unfortunately, the bomb does in fact detonate. You know, maybe if you do it with a box, you can like throw it over the wall there. Do we have field improv? We do! First time in a long time I've had a veteran with field improv. Nice show. Punk.
I don't know, but I mean to find out. For today, it is enough to know that they failed.
Yippee!
Offer has failed. It is time
Time for the triumvirate to meet. Shut up. Nerds. Okay, nice. Well, if you made this fun video, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother. But you better brush your teeth and have a good one. Bye-bye.